this next game. Get the vibes up. Woo! Imagine me at LAN with the boys, dripped out in Gucci and Louis Vuitton clothing, walking down the street on the way to fuck your favorite esports team. Vibes. Showing your girl my one ways. Damn.
Subrosa might have something to work with though. I think, is he over the wall?
No, not quite. It almost actually pushed him onto the same level as Rossi. Smoke fades away. Subrosa does confirm the first blood and has the hot hands to keep it healthy. Shot was considering trying to challenge, but backs down. Now has the angle over towards the defensive doors. And with that,
Subrosa! Stop fucking jumping! Stop! Stop!
Is he going to expect a second from behind, though? Not going to make a difference because Shot Up is able to find the elimination. So now does anyone know that Chemicals is actually going to be playing through Hookah? Apparently Brax does. The trade's looking favorable. 1v1. Game's in the corner. Playing around with Brax. Gets the jump peak. Finds the elimination. And Immortals strike first.
There it is, the jumping right click coming through from Ging. The fact that TSM looked well, did some damage there. He was trying to hold on, he got an opening pick. And TSM were looking like, you know, the retake was possible. It was a lot of util plays by TSM on A. It was a lot of members on A as well. Subrosa behind the wall on elbow. TSM basically had to give up B. It was a full 5v5 retake for Immortals, taking some early control there. Now into the buy for the second round. Another pistol being picked up, and we're seeing Spectres, Ares, Bucky, and I don't know. I'm not going to call anything too early, but both pistols were picked up by Immortals on the last map. That was Haven, though. That was a full map ago. I don't know if I want to read into 13-1 too deeply, and certainly if you're TSM, you don't want to be reminded too much of that.
Absolutely not.
Let's go, baby. Dubs. Big vibes.
Aggressive through showers. Late to them getting an early ultimate orb.
We got this.
Brax, he won't. You know what he's able to do with the Sheriff from what we saw last map, but he will be tagged by the Aldrone. And that will mean Immortals will actually start to push a little bit further forward. Gain control, giving Chemicals a line to pull a spy cam of his own. Now the take. Chemicals the first one through. Slow orb will make life a little bit difficult. Mordell's able to find the first shot.
Get him out.
Subrosa
Get him out.
The Sheriff's lighting things up for TSM. Spike's looking planted. Cutler's able to find a third elimination. The wall's only blocking one side, and JC Standy's able to isolate the other. Rossi now moving forward. Gets stacked on, but JC Standy for a third. This would be a full ace and a 1v2. Still has some utility to play with. The wall gets broken. Gotta keep it wide. Find one. He's able to get the 1v2 lineup. And an ace for JC Standy.
And there it is, coming through on the Astra as well. JC Stanny, 5 kills, nearly onto the Cosmic Divide, and saving the day for Immortals of what was looking like a huge round for TSM. They were doing so much, they got all these early kills, they had a massive advantage. Everyone was picking up guns for TSM. That should have been a round for TSM, and if it was, it would have been a massive comeback, but the lineup there towards the end as well. JC had to get all 5, and he got all 5, and it didn't look like it was too hard either.
Casual. But I mean, that's just one of those things, you know, we saw really kind of in the early stages of stage 1, people were getting the stage back in the mix and just isolates so much of the site, and JC Standy just turns around to focus specifically on the one that's not blocked off, comes away with a couple of kills, and then magic from there. And you have a very early wall coming down for Immortals on their offense, splitting the A zone in half. Gangsta's going to use the Aldrin to see if he can scout anything, and he will actually catch information on the Cutler, but nobody saw Wardell. And as he peeks out of lamps, he finds one elimination, but Cutler being isolated also falls.
Wardell, let's get some fucking going on. Come on.
The side of Immortals.
It's a good recon though. I think the recon actually saw a lot. Rossi could be implicated there. There's a bit of it.
Yes!
I was going to say a crossfire setup, but unfortunately the wall was trying to be placed. There was the util coming through, Gang on his own now. This should be TSM coming through. The shock dart lands as well.
Oh, shit.
Will clean it up on minimal HP. And unfortunate timing, we saw Rossi. He was trying to do something with util. And if he didn't have the util, it would have been a crossfire. And maybe Immortals could have picked up another kill. I think TSM though, just patient, waiting up the wall. Okay, they're going to plant. Cool. Plant's going to happen. TSM
here we
using
go.
That by getting themselves a really nice kill to Rossi swinging through and getting the defuse. The last kills were really nice coming through from TSM, and they needed that. They needed bounce bad and, you know, get on the board early because you don't want another repeat of last map where they didn't get around until very late.
Well, look at this 4th round economically here. Immortals not able to actually purchase into much of anything whatsoever. You're going to have Rossi just holding on to a Spectre with light armor, but everybody else is just on pistol upgrades. So
Let
an
me check the
opportunity here
pulse.
for TSM, not just to maybe find their 2nd round, but if they can do it convincingly, they will really kind of set up an early bank, which would be great for them kind of
That boy's
guaranteeing
heart
gun run
barely
after gun run,
beating.
at least for the initial part of this
He
first
ain't
half.
nervous.
Sub Rosa do something here. There's a really great spot. This flash from catching a lot. He's been caught with the util out. Timing from Rossi will collect not only an orb, but possibly a free gun as well. And the rest of IMT just there. The resurrection's available. This is great for Immortals.
Nebulous will keep things safe. Will be a defensive lockdown to come through. Unrestricted for Gangs just to delete it. That'll be fine. Also
flashes
finds
like
some
that?
information and damage onto another. Wall is also placed. Chemicals able to find a sheriff kill onto Wardell through the backside of the defensive doors. So for TSM in this 3v5 retake situation, you're largely looking at Braxton Cutler through elbow. They're going to have to find some sort of an opening because everyone knows where Drone is currently. And these nebulas are just not going away anytime soon. Everyone from Immortals holding corners, just watching each other for trades. And TSM, if you're going to make a move, you're going to have to go sooner rather than later. Otherwise, this might just be playing for exits because the time is running out on this play. And Brax is giving up the angle through elbow, so they're going to bail.
I think Immortals will respect it as well. I mean, Shot Up looks like they want to chase. No, they are going to chase. Holy, okay, they're going to do this. Taking down Cutler is just Drone. Does Drone swing for it? Is he trying to save the rifle here? I mean, Immortals won't let him. That's going to be a nice timing to at least pick up a couple of last kills. Drone will make sure everyone on Immortals is dead. So Immortals, and by the way, if you're wondering why Immortals chasing all that, they were on a Thrifty anyway. So they're going to come through. They were going to rebuy in the next round. If you take away the gun from Drone, that's more worthwhile than trying to just live with a bunch of guns when you're going to rebuy. And so for Immortals, yeah, they win the round. They all go down. They take away 2 extra rifles from TSM, and that's worth because Drone is going to have a hero rifle now, and he's going to need to do some real work here for TSM.
But you do have the ability for Wardell to go into a Blade Storm, so maybe between the two of them, there's an opportunity here to actually feel like this is going to be a pretty even round overall. So that's kind of what we're left to consider, and maybe even beyond that, if you really want to play what ifs, you've got Cutler who's got to run it back ready to go as well. So maybe an opportunity if you can find a weapon, or probably Sabrosa. They look the same, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit when it comes to their picture profiles, but Sabrosa has the opportunity to find a rifle. Nope, maybe to use the run it back.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one tool taken off the table pretty early. And you know, we're Shot Up's not a, well, to be fair, it was really Sabrosa taking a long walk down, seeing if he could see somebody. No, he's gonna find a bullet to the face pretty fast there. The good news is the 2 quote-unquote guns here, including the Blade Storm for TSM, still available. But they're both on B, and for Immortals, they're heading over towards A, and, well, those guys with the actual guns are going to have to shift over pretty quick.
Here comes the take for Immortals.
We're not going to Dairy
up
Queen
top
if we lose this game.
Paint shells to clear some space.
I'm not taking no one anywhere.
Actually connect for a kill on the Cutler.
I don't care.
So now it just comes down to
We ain't
Wardell,
getting
as
Dairy
Drone was only able to
Queen.
find a single elimination.
No
He's
Chuck E.
playing from a
Cheese
flank,
pizza.
and I don't know if Immortals have fully recognized this as a potential play. Ah, the wall's going to block him, but he does have an updraft to get over the top. Tries to find the angle, just barely misses, and JC Stanley comes to assist, and as he does, finds the elimination, and Immortals go up 4-1.
That's actually a really good wall coming through as well. Not just because
We're
of the
not
timing,
going to
but
buy.
the
We're not
one
going to the
area they
mini
had
mart
no
to get
information on
candy.
was actually the flank, and you see
No
the due diligence being
7-Eleven
put in by Rossi and
Slurpees.
Immortals. The fact that, okay, yeah, we got trips up over towards market and all of that, but it is Wardell. He could technically float over the top, and he does.
Don't care.
So there it is. The wall timing ends up being exactly where it needed to be. Could Wardell win it even if the wall wasn't there? Yeah, he maybe gets the kill onto Rossi. I don't know about any more than that though, because once his position's
I was
revealed,
gonna
it would
let
be
them
pretty
get
tough. Wardell does
3
have an
things
operation. This is what
each
we've
from
been waiting for.
7-Eleven.
There is a round for Wardell to absolutely go off. It's got to be this one.
Really
Now they
slow
get
orb
0.
being placed, but Wardell will not get the opportunity for an early angle. Has to try to avoid the owl drone, and he will not be able to. So now he takes the angle. Tries to stay up. Shot up from the hookah. Able to go for the showstopper. Finds one. How about the shock bolts for Gangsta? Isolating Wardell, could not get through. Shot up already through elbow. And this is going to be a very difficult 3v5 retake for TSM, and they are very aware of that. They're going to go all the way back over towards the A site and try to save.
That looked like a possible 900 IQ grab coming through from Immortals as well. I do wonder if Wardell tries to dash in, he probably actually gets pulled back. So he would need to go further to try and dash past it. But if he goes too far, he's going to be open to all the players pushing up long. So he was stuck and dies to the shock dart. coming through from Gangster, and so Immortals kind of just get everything there. They get both kills onto both members on B, a free plant, wall comes in, and TSM are not even going to attempt it. Cutler's going to try and defend himself over towards Heaven. Chase is starting on the chase, and he will get a free kill so far.
Oh, he gets
oh my god,
second?
oh my god, he gets 2.
How is that allowed? I mean, it's not allowed to have it, but how does he ever manage that? Rax now by himself is just trying to stay alive through this.
Walk out the door, you see someone.
Going back and forth between corners. Maybe a point of contact at the end. Looked like one shot maybe connected, but not enough for a full elimination. So 5-1. TSM in a lot of trouble economically again.
It's not looking too different from the first 6 rounds of Haven. If we're gonna look at that in a vacuum, you only want to look at the first 6 rounds of Haven. It was also 5-1. It's still a 5-1. At least TSM did win their gun round on number 3. Subsequent gun rounds, though, have been unfortunately a bit of a failure. And even this one where, okay, they admit, yeah, we lost B, we lost 2 members there, we're not going to recover anything. They want to at least try and save 3 rifles, they save 1. So it's not a great start, and that's an understatement. TSM have ultimates to work with, but so do Immortals.
You know what?
And Immortals are not letting off the tempo, moving pretty aggressively once more. A lot of clearance over the site, although Shut Up does fall off. And maybe there's an opportunity to actually see Cutler in the back, but the Cosmic Divide will come through and force a decision to be played here for TSM, as Rossi will immediately stick for a plant. Throws a flash, comes through, finds one, but traded. So now it's down to the last couple of members of TSM. 3 more still existing around the site, but Immortals will get the spike planted for a post-plant setup.
All right, well, TSM, do you use your wall now? You've got one available. It's 4 versus 2. Okay, that's a good shot from Chemicals onto Wardell. Still 3 alive, though. Brax, I think his barrel would have been shown there. Still gets the kill to Gangster with a free gun upgrade as well. Not expecting too much.
Ah, shit!
That is an incredible shock dart down to 20 HP. Chemicals. Timing here, not great. The retake for TSM holds strongly, and a lot of credit to Brax, who, you have to remember, held on to the Bulldog from the prior round. Finds, what, 3 eliminations in total to kind of help TSM get back into it. And that's a massive thrifty to come through in a clutch moment, as TSM were looking down the smoking barrel of a 1-6 potentially.
1 second, peeps.
They need a round like that where they're behind.
Oh, it's for real deal now, baby.
Bearings.
Not enough time, you feel like, for them to make this full rotation to A and get the spike planted. No chance. That's unfortunate. Touch too late, no chance to find these eliminations, and TSM will bring it back to within 2. Decent recoveries and 2 straight rounds for TSM after losing first blood.
Let's go!
Exactly, and Drone played that perfectly there as well.
We got the momentum now, bitch. It's over.
From who was that, Cutler? So, yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see. Drone will
Let's
confirm
go.
the fact that Immortals had rotated off, because obviously what Immortals could do is Cutler checks A short, but Immortals are just hiding in market, and they come back towards A. It's possible. But actually, it's going to be Drone holding down the fort, gets the initial kill, the grab hold, pulls everyone back from, getting wall onto Drone. Drone getting 2 kills there wins them the round, because if Drone goes 1-1 or 1-0, or like 0-1 rather, I don't know. That's a lot of numbers still available for IMT. So for Immortals, that's going to be a tough one to lose. And for TSM, 2 in a row is really, really good.
Well, it all starts maybe off the backside of Wardell once more, as you see Immortals are slowly making their way over to B long. You got to remember, he was trapped here once before with a very similar setup as far as what Immortals were looking to do, but it was much sooner on into the round. Gangsta's going to once again use the Owl drone. It's copy-paste. Wardell, does he get away from it this time? No, he doesn't. 2 separate times Wardell's taken the op outside B and found nothing with it. Sabrosa better flash this time, but it doesn't matter.
Wardell, Walla, stop dry peeking with the op.
Now on the
stop.
Shot up, ADS tapping away, just down to
once they know where you are,
every single time
go somewhere else.
Wardell's going to get a kill here. Maybe he's on a really good line, and it's Immortals just respect being given, putting the drone in just to clear him out, and they clear him out so efficiently. They don't lose anybody. They get the kills required. They completely flood into B. Even this time the flash, it's not going to be enough, because Gang got a kill while blinded. Full hookah control. It's just Brax. Rifle. $1,000. Technically, there's still 3 more rounds to play for after this, so yeah, I can see him maybe just saving and not going for this one. Let's be fair, he's not going to 1v4 here. It's not going to happen, guys. So for TSM, this is one of those really hard to swallow kind of rounds. For Immortals, just dominance again. You give away 2. The one before was pretty close, drawing with some heroics. Aside from that, back to business for IMT on this round.
What a contact. Standing Brax, that'll be one more elimination to kind of bring with them, but that is a heartbreaking round to get rid of. One more push through trying to get there, but will not happen. But you definitely are definitely seeing that Immortals, they want to punish TSM in every way they possibly can afford to.
Dude, if they did the same
so
setup,
see if that continues to be the case, and if TSM can kind of try to maybe use that as maybe a vulnerability, maybe.
But have Rosa play the corner,
maybe getting a little bit too aggressive, but at
and let
the moment,
Wardell
you
play
really
the
can't fault them for it because they found success just about every single execute they put together so far.
in the Octa.
I think especially on B as well. I think A's been a bit more heavily contested, so maybe Immortals just start leaning further on B, and oh, there it is, they are doing that. Not only that, but TSM, they're going to do the strat where they put more util on A and they put more members over towards B, and Charlotte's going to destroy Drone. Even though there's a flash.
I know exactly
How happening again? B has just been completely dismantled. Wardell, you know, I was saying maybe hold on, but he's not had the best performance, and he's been pushed out.
That's a solo 1v2 with a boombox that he wins both with. Flashes don't do enough. I mean, Shot Up is just some other type of level today.
They all are.
Yeah,
everybody.
I mean, for real. TSM, I mean, at a certain point, you gotta have to try to make one of these rounds come through. Here's round number 10, and that's an opening. Still a 3v4 situation. Gravity Well's gonna slow things down definitively. But Brax Wardell find a couple more. Shot Up though.
Take
with
side,
his third
take side.
elimination,
1v2
could be
on side.
for a potential ace. Brax on the way in. Shot up top for the fourth. Looking for maybe number 5 at long range. Why not? JC Stani first. Shot Up second. Immortals take the round with an ace.
We're too indecisive. We're too indecisive.
2 aces and a single half.
We're too indecisive.
If that doesn't tell you the story
We're not making
what's been going on between these two teams,
we're not making decisions fast enough, bro.
Clinical.
We are hesitating like a bitch.
Immortals 7-3
and I
now.
don't like it.
At least TSM have the 3. Can
I
we
hate
get more?
this.
TSM can salvage this. If they finish this half, I'll give them 4 and 8. I'll say if they finish 4 and 8, TSM can salvage this in the second half. But they got to do that, and that's super achievable. That is absolutely doable. This round, maybe not the play unless Brax goes off with this judge. But I mean, everything TSM is doing, it's been dismantled. They can't get an advantage to Hookah. You know, over towards long, it's not happening. Shot Up's going to clear Hookah now with his paint shell. Just get fragged. There's protocol set up, and protocol setup is working well. So that's 2 kills. This is what TSM needs.
All right, opportunity to start getting things going. Rossi hasn't found much kill potential off the stage yet, but this could be an opportunity to start to show up. Gangsta's going to open up a little bit of space as Sub Rosa falls.
Nice ult. Good ult.
Lockdown defensively placed. And it really just comes down to what do Immortals want to do, trying to get out of it.
What up, Cutler? What up, Cutler?
From the blades from behind, allow
Cutler's the
TSM their
fucking
4th
best.
round in thrifty
Cutler's the
fashion.
best.
So now all of a sudden,
He
we're
is the
starting to talk
fucking
maybe
best.
5-7, and we start to maybe get a little bit of a smile on your face if you're a TSM fan with that stat line.
Yeah, and I think if Cutler just survives here as well, I mean, the Cosmic Divide is always going to be great for the retake. We're seeing Wardell back on the Operator. I don't think he's gotten a kill on the Operator so far this half, but it's time to change that. This could be the round, Matt. This is where you got to pull it out. Drone's been fragging. He's got himself a Hunter's Fury. That last round was really good to see from TSM.
Al-Fatiha for Sub Rosa.
Over towards Hookah. Top and bottom, they're very difficult to really navigate for Immortals. And this could, as much as this is maybe possible for TSM, look at the Immortals ultimate. So there are still 4, including the Res.
This man needs help.
Wardell, aggression.
And
just not today, man. It's just not his day.
4-3 from that angle. JC Stanny, another showstopper for Immortals coming through. Shot does get taken down.
It worked.
Keeps those relatively even. Hunter's Fury also being placed for Gangsta as the Cosmic Divide comes in. At the same time, just literally a little bit of railroad tracks going through the B site, and Cutler by himself is working this from Hookah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, that's actually going to reveal Cutler's position as well. He's going to be surrounded in a hot second. Aldron's going to come in. He's going to try and dodge that. He's destroyed the camera. So at this point, without seeing him, Immortals know exactly where Cutler is. The only good news here is there's been no plant, and... Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. There has been a plant, which means it's even worse for Cutler.
Dude, we're
flanked from behind, though. Should be a pretty free kill, and nearly wasn't. But Chemicals does lock down the third. Exits the half, still 8-4. So, like you kind of mentioned there near the end, Avril.
Maybe I gotta rewatch this game.
At worst case scenario,
but we gave Immortals long every single fucking round.
Well, if we're gonna talk about the round number 12, to be fair,
every round, we put it on a plate. We made him a little nice sandwich with a fucking drink on the side. And said, put on a nice little platter. Said, here, you can have it. Here is B-Long.
3 on B-Long. It's not working. It's not his day. It's not happening. He's getting kills elsewhere. He's doing okay with the knives, but something on the operator for this map is just not going well. And for TSM, you better hope their attack is phenomenal. With maybe Subrosa picking up his scoreline on the snap as well. On the
Let's
finish
go
to
attack.
be the play. And we've seen that. We've seen that through the
4-8.
fact that Android has had to
This is our comfort zone.
take a bit of a break and come back in the second half to pick up the pieces.
Well, now we'll really get a true test here for TSM because offensively, you feel like this composition potentially do some wonders, but defensively, there's also a lot to kind of consider. And well, as Modell wanted to get aggressive with the shorty, he wasn't able to fully convert.
We have
onto
B.
shot
Let's
up.
go.
So
Post
it'll be
plant.
3v3
Good
once everything's all
defense.
said and done at the initial
Run this shit up.
but
Let's go.
TSM have gotten control of elbow, which means that this
I gotta
fight
use the bathroom.
will likely happen at B.
Okay, TSM.
Why?
Themselves a plant here. That's not really rough loss for Sub-Rose though. That really hurts the numbers quite a fair bit. They know nothing's in hookah for now. Well, I assume they would know that.
We lost.
All being placed. It's all 3.
I could already tell.
Immortals, drone,
We lost
checking
this
out
pistol
hookah
round.
as well. Both placed from TSM and Octagon.
Rax already dealt. Oh my goodness. Shot up paint shells. He's found a number, but drone lines up
Collapse.
too. No. Will not get chemicals. Had a very good idea where he was after the initial defuse came through, but Chem gets off, puts the gun up, wins the 9th round. Another pistol for Immortals up 9-4.
Yeah, that was nearly looking tricky with that collat coming on through. Oh man, like Chemicals might be in trouble here. That'll all be 4 out of 4 pistols. Look, TSM on the best of days are not like super favorable on pistols.
Chat,
so
stop
maybe this is just
micromanaging, dude. You guys are
one of those
fucking
things
annoying.
where
Yo,
you're
why'd
not
you
feeling great
peek,
about
bro?
TSM pistols, but especially today when Immortals
mean,
are
why did he
leading,
peek?
talked about, yeah, Shotup's having a great game. Starting's having a great game. I would argue everyone's having a great game. Rossi pulled up big numbers on Haven. He might be bottom here, but, you know, it just goes to show everyone at Immortals is kind of taking their turn, being that guy for the team. Still waiting for TSM to kind of have those types of moments. Drones had some good ones, but now pushing through showers.
Oh, it's gross.
Sooner or later, he
Yeah.
has to peek.
Still is able to lock things down for the Sheriff. Trade will happen to keep things a 4v4.
Come on.
And Gangsta with the Ares will be responsible for showers. See the spam angle that he wants to try to hold down. A lot of damage has been confirmed on these offensive members for TSM, so they will back away from that angle and try a different route.
Both teams are down 1 member. It is drone heavily tagged up here. They haven't given up on A so far. Speaking of drones, they need to make sure they can play around that. Well, how is JC Starty? Can they kill on another one as well? JC Starty is just on another level today. So are Immortals, and well, for TSM, for Cutler, it's just going to be a sad round loss. It's 4-10. He won't hit the shot on JC Starty. If it wasn't for the fact that another kill was done elsewhere, that could have been another ace.
Right.
I mean,
This
it
is
didn't
our
even look
opportunity
like
to turn
JC
this game
was
around.
trying to spam the deep corner.
This
It was
is
like he
our
was trying to spam
opportunity.
the box.
This is the only
After
shot
the
we're gonna
outcome found
get.
information, just
This
make sure there wasn't
round
two players.
right
He just gets kind of
here.
blessed with the long range tag that ends up finding the head, and my
We
goodness.
have full guns.
17-10 for JC.
We have full guns.
16-10
They
for
are
Shot Up.
bonusing.
I mean,
We need this round.
I just don't know what else you could really say. This Immortals team is looking really, really good. I mean, we said it. If Shot Up is playing at this level, this is the Immortals display you expect to see.
Wow. I mean, I think even in stage 1, you started to believe Immortals were coming in big. Even in stage 1. Masters, it was getting a little bit tricky. You know, Immortals didn't do great in Masters, and here we go. Trying to come back big for our second Masters in stage number 2. It's already a 5v4. This is the gun round for TSM, by the way.
You find a first blood with it, so okay, an opportunity still to come through. Don't want to rule TSM out as of yet. And they're going to be that much closer to a run it back for Subrosa. The TSM will back down in this 4v4 and readdress what they want to do with the last 55 seconds of the round.
They haven't really, I mean, I was going to say, do they need to do more work over towards A just to keep Immortals interested with there being 4 defenders?
Right.
Immortals have actually moved 3 over here. Here we go. It looks like some of the Astra util from TSM is being deployed in A just to fake it out. And with Brax here as well, he's going to try and sell it. Yeah, he's shooting around, making it look like a full contest. Straight away, TPing in.
And Chem maybe does just enough to go 1 for 1 and Shot Up chased Brax through the teleporter off screen. So now there are numbers for Immortals in the post plant for TSM. The only
Every
exit they
time
have
we
is
get
through
something-
elbow or deep through the octagon.
It's
Shut
just
up,
sad.
makes his way through Hookah. 11 HP. What in the world was that?
It's just fucking
Eventually
pain.
get taken down by drone, but down to 9 HP.
Oh, boy.
Gangsta spraying, praying, and having a pretty free defuse. 11-4, but what in the world was that shot from shot up? Oh my
Good.
god.
I think praying is the correct here. It's both TSM
What's the
praying
use
for
in
more
having a
rounds. It's also
7th player if you
Immortals
can't pause the
doing, you know,
game
all they're praying
and bring the
for
other
rounds, 'cause
one?
They are blessed today. They're blessed in the server. Everything's working. I mean, you've got JC Stani just getting free picks through smokes like it's nobody's business. You have, you know,
What?
Gangster winning duels while flash. You have Rossiel timing everybody. You have
I'm
Shots
just kidding,
going
I'm just
wild.
kidding, I'm just
Shots
kidding.
confidence, by
I'm
the way,
being
is so
toxic.
off the
I'm
charts.
just
So
kidding
you
around.
got Haven.
6th,
As Rainer
whatever.
just multiple times pushing aggressively on the defense. Here you see him. He just chases
I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking.
chases Brax into the
Oh,
teleport.
man.
He does not care.
No.
He's like, it doesn't matter. If Brax is waiting, I'm gonna beat him. It's this kind of like,
Dude,
look,
this next event,
if
I thank
Shot Up
God
goes and he
Poach
dies,
Qual
you'd be
is
like,
in,
oh,
is in
your
the
ego,
close.
that's, you shouldn't have done that. But he's playing so well. It's like I don't even
I
care.
need
Like, it's
something to
fine.
root
like, Shot
for.
Up's gonna go in, and I trust that he's gonna win that too, because he knows he's playing extremely well today, and he's feeling it, and he should be playing.
All right,
super
we
confident.
bought. Please. Please.
Unreal.
Please.
11-4 the tally. Shot up. Why not? Oh, okay, that's why not. Wardell gets the kill and then tries to dash away, but JC is there for the trade. And he gets Cutler down to 1, but Sabrosa, with a run it back from behind, actually gets the trade elimination. So Gangsta trying to keep his life and largely stay concealed for the run it back through Lamps. He'll be successful in that endeavor. And he will find information that this is indeed a commitment from TSM. Waiting for a little bit of help. Spam shots coming through. Really from both sides, and as TSM get the spike planted, it is technically a 4v3, but you did see Cutler was down to 2 HP, and Gangsta gets the shock dart to convert the kill. Brax still keeping the numbers favorable for TSM's post plant. But Immortals, you feel like from this position just outside the connector, maybe could find an angle to work their way back in. It's going to be Drone first, finds the initial elimination and the second. TSM able to find their
Come
fifth
on,
round.
game 3.
I'm gonna be honest, it's Drone I trust.
Game
If Drone's alive,
3,
he's still up in the round, if there's still a possibility for them to win,
please.
it's gonna come from Drone. Probably not a lot of other players today, but Drone 100%. He also had the Hunter's Fury. I kind of imagine maybe Drone was gonna play a little
Fucking
bit further offside
Doughboy.
just to threaten the Hunter's Fury. And look, if Immortals were doing enough damage, that would actually force the ultimate. Drone's gonna get posted up inside Lamps, inside U-Haul, gets both the kills required, and that's all you need at the end of the day. And that's even with Gangsta popping in a massive shock dart on a 2 HP Cutler, but
I feel
it's
like a
not the fact
deluded
that
Trump
Cutler was low
supporter
HP, it's
that
the
thinks
fact
that he's still gonna
he
win the
just
presidency somehow.
where the dart needed to land to get that kill, regardless of, you know, where Cutler was.
That's how I feel right now.
TSM this time with the Blade Storm already out. Oh gosh, look at the combination. Just guessing off the gravity well. Oh my goodness, across the map, Gangsta actually tags another. It's just everything going right for Immortals right now.
Yeah, they can't miss. I mean, just throwing blind, kind of blind. Hunter's Fury shots in there, gets them what they need. Wardell's got a Blaze Storm here, so he hasn't bought. They're actually at least going to be able to work with. And this is the thing: for a team that's behind right now, having a Jet here really does make their day a little bit better. But not if Wardell is going to miss those shots. He lands 2 of the knives. The third one won't connect.
Take a timeout.
At least JC
Why
goes down
not?
to Brax, so this is still possible for TSM.
Call it.
Heat shells find so much value. The shock dart also comes through. I mean, the utility
Brax.
for Immortals has been lights out, but Brax
Brax.
still keeps things interesting.
Brax.
With that kill into shot up, it's now a 2v3. But how much can Brax really do with his current health pool is the question. And maybe you have to commit here if you're Cutler. If you can get this plant off to go straight into the divide afterwards.
Braxton.
Rossi playing up top. You're going to get Gangsta playing over through the link and still lurking over towards
Look
B.
at the
It's going to
time.
be Chem, and yeah, time is a problem. You got to stick for a plant here. Unreal.
No, they've lost.
I was
Two
thinking
HP
Brax is going to
Brax.
plant it, but there's no way he gets away from the spike. Unbelievable.
There was one way they win that. You pointed out well. The good catch, by the way. You pointed out well. The one way they win that is they plant. Cutler gets the, you know, cosmic divide, and they try and do something with that. That's it. That's like their only real hope. But they're scared. TSM, they don't trust the situation.
True.
You see Cutler's movements. He's faking a plant because he thinks somebody from Immortals is around the corner. He doesn't trust that, you know, he's got it clear because they haven't cleared the site. They don't have members alive. It's been too much time going by. They're thinking, do we TP? Do we go to the other site? Well, it's not a lot of time to play with. If Immortals are doing the due diligence, which they are, Chemicals will be there waiting with 2 trips anyway, which he was. So it's tough, man. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Match point secured. Tournament life for TSM for at least challenges 1 or stage 2. Look, there is going to be another challenges. But is that what you're talking about now already?
Right,
TSM
yeah,
will have to come back. They wanted to get, what, 7 rounds in a row here?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Just to go to OT.
consideration off of what looks to be a likely result that I think we're all kind of thinking that TSM will have to kind of decide between them. Really for both teams, because you've got Rossi playing, and on the other side you've got Brax. Hunter's Fury comes through. Dell actually takes use of it by finding elimination up close to the operator.
Dell!
Tag on a shot up.
You heard it! You heard it!
Carrier and stays alive.
Look up!
Finesses that. Wardell, though,
Oh,
he's
Wardell.
really waking up as he finds another quick scope, and then the swap immediately to the Classic for the third. It leaves Rossi in a 1v4.
Oh my god, and I was gonna say, it's not that bad for Immortals yet, because Rossi can still get the res in here. Rossi probably plays this round anyway. Look, TSM, 7 rounds to make a comeback happen. This is 1 out of 7. I gotta say, though, for Wardell, that was huge. He's finally hitting some op shots, jumping right-click on the Classic as well. That's the Wardell that you would expect to be able to show up. Rossi just playing for time and exit.
14-12.
Wait till the final moment. Probably just started in some rows. There it is.
14-12,
really
come
close
on.
the book on, you know, how big this round is for TSM, despite it still being an insurmountable odds in terms of how much of a comeback they've still got to do. To me, it seems like Wardell's been sleeping in. He's hit the snooze button for like every single round, pretty much for 2 maps, and then now he's like, oh crap, that's my alarm. Better wake up, and he gets 3 kills.
Is that enough life, though, you wonder? Oh, gosh. Avril, hold me. We've got 4 Buckies coming out. Just hold
We're gonna
me,
lose to
please.
this. We're gonna lose to this. We lose to
This
these.
is gonna be interesting.
We just
Look at
do.
the
We
stats
just.
up
I already
on
know.
that.
I already know.
miss.
Wallah, I already know. We lost.
This is about to be either the most... No, dude!
How?
I already know. I already knew. When I seen that shit, I already knew.
No.
We lose to this too. One of us dies here.
He got out of bed and just went straight back into it.
Maybe not.
Dude, take down JC, plays ball coming through, but Gangsta just holding down the trigger, gets the response. Oh no. And the paint shells, and the Bucky. Drax, no.
Like I said, we lose to the. I can't fucking do this,
That
dude.
doesn't say,
That's it?
If that doesn't wrap the entire
That's the last
series
round?
up,
Why us? Why? You think Braxton